everyone wants to, at least that I've been talking to lately, they want their psychic skills to be available at all times, not just when they are journeying, not just when they're meditating, but all the time. So right now, boom, where's my psychic skills? And really, that's how we all could be. I was going to say should, but, if you choose to allow yourself to develop in that way, it's awesome. It's really cool, and it will totally change your life. And I want to talk about how you get there. So the other video is about allowing the space in yourself and your life for that to happen. So basically, we are run by our subconscious mind, which is, I guess this is my new hand gesture for subconscious mind. And if we're being run by our subconscious mind, then we're not actively, consciously living. So we need to fix that first. We need to clear out those old programs, those old belief systems, thought forms, and crap that are keeping us on automated mode. We don't want to be on automated mode if we want to live in the moment with our psychic senses available to us, because they are only available in the moment, which is why they're so easy to use when we're meditating or journeying, because we are in the moment when we're doing those things. So that is the key to having these things available all the time, being in the moment. So when we clear out the subconscious mind and we clear out those old beliefs and limitations and crap, we clear up some space. It's like cleaning out your garage. When you move all those boxes around, voila, you can see the floor again. You have more space to put stuff in, or to put your car in, or to put yourself in, or you put your dog in. And you can do more with the area than just what was there, those old boxes. Well, we got to clear out those old boxes in ourselves if we want to be able to do more with the space. And that also goes with our life. So if we clean out the inside, the outside needs to be cleaned up too. So anything holding you into that mode of automatic living, all the clothes, the books, the dust, the clutter, the crap in your outside life, has to get cleaned up too. But that's on the other video. So right now, we're in a space where we want to be more psychic every day, in our jobs, in our home life, wherever we go. And that is a great, great, great place to be, because you're confronted with possibility at every moment. At every turn, you can see the amazing wonder that is life. And it will make you want to jump for joy. So, and it will also show you where you are not conscious. So the more conscious you are in the more areas of life you are in, when you get into a place where you feel like, oh, you're going back into automated mode, you know that that is an area of life that you need to work on. For some people that will be in their relationships, for some people that will be in their job, for some people that will be with certain friends, or, wherever, in the car, you never know. Because we are not equally conscious around every person or place. We do alter our consciousness all the time during the day. And if we can keep it up to the place where everything is accessible to us, we will, have this available all the time. But like I said before, this is a journey, and to be able to stay in the moment is really where we need to be if we want to have our psychic skills available to us all the time. And so reviewing where you are shutting down is a really good step. So how do we get in the moment all the time? We do that just by keeping our awareness into what mode we're in. By automated mode, you basically can tell by the way that you're acting. Are you being spontaneous? Do you have energy flowing through your body, or are you just going through the motions? Like today I was in the supermarket and I was jumping around and dancing, and I made a toothbrush dance for my boyfriend as he was picking out toothpaste. That kind of stuff. Now, I don't normally do that every time I'm in the grocery store, and so I can tell, looking back now, that I'm not always totally conscious in the grocery store. It's funny, when we first started dating, going to the grocery store was very fun. You know, we would dance down the aisles and we would sing the songs and we would have fun with stuff in the cart. But over the past few months, I've definitely been just going through the motions in the grocery store. And so then I can tell, no, I am not being present in the grocery store. And I was aware enough today of that so that I changed it and I became present. And lo and behold, I had fun again. So this is what I'm talking about. How are you at work? I mean, that's probably the biggest thing. Unless you love your job, which many people do not at the moment, you're probably on autopilot waiting for the day to end. You're projecting into the future. You're living at 5 o'clock. When is it going to be 5 o'clock? Is it 5 o'clock yet? When is it going to be 5 o'clock? That is not living in the moment. That is automation. Because what else is happening while you're projecting into the future? Now. You are not living in now. And so, living in the now, putting all of your energy and effort into the moment, will allow yourself to have access to all of the possibilities of the moment. And I know you may be thinking, what kind of possibilities are there in the moment when I'm at work? But there are tons and tons. You just have no idea because you're not living there. So, we could go on and on about this, but I think you kind of get the idea of when you're in the moment and when you're not. When you're in the moment, you are not feeling self-conscious. When you are in the moment, you are not having an experience of time. When you are in the moment, you feel alive. You feel one with your actions, and you're not thinking about what you're doing, you're just doing it. And if you want to know more about this flow state, which is what scientists call it right now, Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi or something, whatever his name is, but it is Mihaly is his first name, and the last part of his last name is Mihaly, is a very good author and actually is the author of The Flow, or the flow state of consciousness is what he's really known for. And that will tell you all about the flow and what being in the moment feels like in a very scientific, plain way, which is great for people who are really more scientific. If you want more information about being in the moment from a new agey perspective, Eckhart Tolle, The Power of Now, is an excellent book. And it really goes into how to be in the meditative state in the now. So it's sort of like both all at once. And this one thing that I use of his all the time is for people who say that they cannot meditate because they cannot get their mind to stop, racing with all these thoughts. And you just ask yourself, what is the next moment I'm going to think? So you close your eyes or keep them open and you just go into your brain and you just say, what is the next thought I'm going to think? Well, in waiting for the answer, you realize that your brain is not racing. Your thoughts are not racing when you're waiting for the answer. And so that is a great way to get yourself into the moment if you have lost yourself. It's also a great way to start a meditation if you find that your mind is racing. So those are two great resources if you want more information about getting in the moment. Another way is to just sort of keep snapping yourself back into it. Notice things. Look at the new colors around you. Look at the way the tissue box is, situated on your desk. What wasn't there specifically yesterday. Things all around you are changing and moving. Nothing is really the same moment to moment, day to day. Thousands and thousands of new things you can look at rather than just going through the motions of every day. If you start to do that, if you start to see what's new, you will be well on your way to living in the moment. I mean, I remember years when the leaves would open and bud and be green, and I just would miss the whole thing. I would miss it. All of a sudden, it would go from brown to green. I would miss the whole thing, the weeks and weeks of building to that point. Now I notice everything. I notice the buds. I notice when they're a little bit open and they're a lot open and they're fully open. I mean, today I just noticed, wow, the tree outside my bathroom is fully open, and that's the first day that it's been like that. You'll just be able to notice everything, and you'll be able to appreciate so much more, and you'll see the opportunities in front of you, and you'll have so much more life inside of you. You'll feel better. You'll want to eat better. I mean, your whole life will seriously change if you get in the moment. Yeah, it's really that easy. Your psychic skills will then be available to you in the moment because your spirit will be flowing through you. Sonia Choquette also talks about this. When you're accessing your spirit, you're awake, you're alive. And that's how your psychic skills can come through. And that's it. So I hope that this was a little bit more helpful in that, we all want to be psychic, at least if you're watching this, you do. We all want to have more access. We want it to be louder. We want not just to be a whisper. We want it to be a part of us, like a functioning part of us. And when we live in the moment, we will be able to hear those senses. Okay, I think I've made my point now. Lots of love to you. Bye. Please feel free to share this video with anyone you think might be interested. And if you're not already on the list, go over to psychiclife.tv and get yourself on there. You'll get more readings, videos, and blog posts. Have a great day!